But 9 times out of 10, nobody's going to ask. And then what happens? There's a misconnection because they don't truly understand your business or what you do, your profession. Now, if she'd said, oh, you know, I'm a grade 5 teacher, I teach English as a second language, and I teach children with special needs. Aha! Now I understand what you do. Got it. Okay? When you walk into a room, again, you know, making eye contact with people in the room, making sure that when you go up to a group, and never, you know, I'm going to talk a little bit about this too, but you never infer that everybody knows each other in a group. You know, when you go and go, oh, I'm not going to walk over there because they're all having so much fun and they probably all know each other. That's the best time to walk up, okay? Because 9 times out of 10 they don't. They just ended up, you know, at the you know, cheese table, okay? Like, you know, they're all going for cheese and they all ended up talking together, okay? So make eye contact when you walk up to one person or to a group. A smile, okay? That's huge. Smiling is huge. I don't care if you had a really bad day at work or your family, okay? I want to meet you and I want to get to know you in that moment, okay? You need to be in a good, smiley place, okay? Even if you had a crappy day, put it all behind you and focus in on that moment, because who knows who you're going to meet in that moment who's going to either propel your business or you're going to make a lifelong friend because you were open to it, right? So smiling is huge. Introduce yourself, right? We talked about this, the elevator pitch. Let them know who you are. And you know, this is also great, is to ask questions. This is a good way, and we talked about being a resource, right? Get to know the person. Ask questions. That, if you consider yourself shy, right? This is a great way to take the pressure off you, right? You start asking somebody about themselves and guess what?
They'll tell you.
They'll tell you. That's right. We all love to talk about ourselves, okay, once we get going. And once they talk about themselves, then they'll ask about you. And by that time, you're already in the conversation. You're already comfortable, right? And so asking questions is a great way to get the conversation going. We need to stop trying to be so interesting, right? And just focus on being interested in other people, right? That's a great concept. Start to be interested in other people around you. Okay? Listening techniques. Aha! This is one of those things that actually is key to networking, okay? When somebody's talking, listen through. Do not try to speak over them or try to interject, okay? Let them finish their sentence. There's nothing worse than somebody talking and somebody doing this. Oh, hey, yeah, oh, but this and that, and they're adding over top of you. Okay? That's just rude. Hear the person out, okay? Even if you're excited and you want to like kick it in there, you know, wait, okay? Wait your turn. Again, ask questions. Work on the non-verbal cues. We talked a little bit about those. Looking over the shoulder, not my body posture. What does this do? I think a lot of us are unconscious about this, but
it closes us off.
It closes us off. If I'm standing in a room and I'm like this, even if I'm making eye contact, my body isn't showing that I'm open. I was actually at my daughter's preschool the other day, talking about 3 moms I just met, and I found myself talking to one more than the rest of them. It wasn't that I wasn't, interested in the other ones, but I found I was talking to the one who was standing there like this. She was just standing there, open body posture, and the other 2 were like this. And it must have been on an unconscious level, and I thought about it later, and I realized, yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. They were standing there like this. Like, I'm just, And even though it's a comfort thing, we just need to remember we want to have our bodies open, okay? Have patience when somebody's talking. I'm going to borrow this just for a second. If you're talking, and I'm doing this, okay? What am I saying? Hey, hurry up, right? Rush along. Come on, let's go. Another non-verbal cue that kind of lets people know, yeah, I'm not really into this conversation, right? And even if you aren't, okay, we're going to talk about how to exit a conversation gracefully. But in that moment, give your full attention and have the patience to hear that person out. And don't be a selective listener. Don't be the person that only is listening half the time, and then you're kind of wandering, and then you pick up on something else they say that maybe is interesting to you, okay? I don't know if we call some of our husbands selective listeners, but you get my meaning. just always be aware that you want to hear that person all the way through. So when you're at a networking event, again, how can I be a resource for people, right? How can somebody be a resource for me? If I'm in the room, I'm going to have my ears open to think about maybe somebody says, yes, I have a mommy's group that I go to or whatever, and wow, that's a great connection for me because are any of those moms entrepreneurs? Yes, actually, great. Because I was paying attention and listening, I realized we actually have a connection. Booyah, right? So what things are you willing to do to make that connection strong? Okay, so you're going to follow up the next day. You're going to make sure that you follow through on the things you're going to do for that person. Okay? If you find you have a connection, what are you going to do to carry it forward to make it successful? Your beliefs, right? Get rid of negative sabotaging thoughts. Nobody's going to want to know me, I'm not interesting, I'm shy. All these sorts of things aren't going to help you at a networking event. Okay? When you're anywhere, for that matter. I mean, I keep saying networking, but I mean out in life, okay? Anywhere that you start to have these beliefs about yourself, it's going to impact the way you interact with the world and the world interacts with you, right? So we need to work on that. I'm not asking you to change you, okay? All I'm saying is change the way you behave, right? And that's what we're talking about. Perfecting your networking. These are all tools that you can use anywhere that's going to help, change that behavior. You're perfect the way you are. It's just the way you behave sometimes. It's going to get you, want to open yourself up. Network with purpose. What are your hopes and desires when you go into a networking thing, okay? What do you want to get out of it? Know what you want to get out of it. I'm a writer. I believe in words. So usually in my day when I start off, I write 3 things out that I want to get from the day, okay? And this isn't my shopping list, okay? This is something that I want to get from my day. Something that I live with purpose every day, 3 things I want to accomplish. Maybe it's making a new friend that day. Maybe it is I want to walk into that event that is set up for us to network at. Maybe I want to find a customer. Maybe I want to find a client. Maybe I want to find somebody I can go to yoga with. I don't know. But know why you're there. Don't just go because Susan told you you have to go. Come on, let's go. By the way, I wasn't referring to you. I was just a name I pulled up there. But just be, just know why. And if you want, and I don't know, like I said, I kind of threw that out about the wine and cheese. I don't know how many of you are going, but write them down before you go in. Know why you're going into that, or mentally know why you're going into it. Okay? Don't be a network shark. Does anybody know what this is? That's somebody who walks in the room and just sucks the life right out of them. Really. And you see these people a mile away. I went to, and they're all about themselves, okay? I went to a networking event at Small Business BC, fabulous resource. They had a networking event on in Vancouver, and I was there representing Enterprising Moms last summer. And this man walked up to me, and he was a networking shark, okay? He came up, he said, "Hi, I'm so-and-so, this is my business," and then proceeded to just spew out everything that he wants, he's trying to do. This man has no concept of an elevator pitch, okay? He just went on for 5 minutes. But I was patient, I heard him out, and I was waiting for him to ask me questions. Guess what?
He turned and left.
Never came. My turn never came. He handed me his business card, and this is what he said. There's so many people here. I don't have time to talk to you, but if you think we have a connection after you take a look at my business card, give me a call tomorrow. How many people here think I actually called that man? Even if, by some grace of God, when he was talking, there was some kind of connection. Too bad, buddy. I am not following that up, because what's going to happen? He is going to use me and everything he can get from me, and it's not going to be reciprocated. I can tell you that right now, because he didn't ask a thing about me and didn't understand what I did at all, okay? So don't be that person, and stay clear of those people, okay? We'll get into exiting the conversation. Networking is about people, opportunities, and ideas. Networking isn't just about you, it's about everybody else, okay? So what is everybody else's needs when you go there, right? So again, getting back to asking questions about them and learning about people.